This is Cable 18, the Cherry Hill Public Schools television station.
Welcome to varsity basketball. We have Cherry Hill West here against Cherry Hill East. We're here at Cherry Hill East Stadium on the east side of Cherry Hill. We're getting ready for this final matchup of the season, the last regular season game for both teams. Now we're going to introduce the Cherry Hill West players. We're announcing the cheerleaders at this point. Well, Adam, we should have a really great basketball game here tonight.
That's right. Intense rivalry, even if it wasn't the last season of the game. And just by the spotlight in the middle of the gym here, you can see all the hype behind this game. And you got the band in the background, you got the announcers, you got the spotlight. It's going to be an extravaganza you won't want to miss.
Here we go, the starting team for West: Eric Moskovitz, Jason Chambers, Glenn Brumball, Marlon Ufable, and Nay Gonzalez. A surprise start. We were expecting Sean Sr. to start. It looks like Marlon Ufable is going to be starting. He's a senior. This will be his last game, regular season game. Coach Murray, the coach of Cherry Hill West, elects to start with the senior. And here comes the East team.
Looks like a little presentation here beforehand.
Announcing the East cheerleaders here. Celebration for the cheerleaders here at East. But now to the game, Adam. I think that the last time these two teams met, West was victorious 66-54. They dominated basically the whole game. In that game, Jim Brumball was not a factor for East. And I think this game he will be a factor. He's at home. He used to go to West. This will be his last regular season game. He's going to have to be a factor, as you all know that Glenn Foley decided to resign from the Cherry Hill East basketball team earlier in the season. They've depended on Foley a lot, depended on Brumball a lot this season. So that's what they'll do this game. We have our couple of East announcers here ready to join us. And they'll be with you shortly. And here we're announcing the East team. That's the starter.
Map, there he is, number 32. Jim Brumball, number 34. Number 44.
You know, it's really funny, Adam. Both teams have a Brumball starting. And we'll have to see this Jim versus Glenn, this household rivalry. Siblings on the court. We're sorry, before they announced, it wasn't the starting team, it was the seniors on the team. Now they're announcing the starting team. Nay Gonzalez, and there's Sean Sr. We were wrong before. They announced the seniors before. Here's the starting lineup. At the other guard, 5'10" senior, Marlon Ufable gets the start. West is electing to go with 3 guards tonight. Forward at 6'3", number 54, the scorer on the team, Jason Chambers, having a great senior year. The last forward on the team, another 6'3", Glenn Brumball. This will be a battle inside, a battle outside, a battle overall. East-West basketball, it doesn't get much better than this, Adam.
That's right, and now here come the East starters. Number 22, Carback there for Cherry Hill East. Number 20, Adler for Cherry Hill East. Number 50, McKee. 32, Daryl Mapp. Number 34, Jim Brumbaugh.
We're getting all set to go here, Adam. It's probably a fight from start to finish. East is really getting into this. They have the band, they have the lights out, they have senior award night. The cheerleaders are into it. This is really a crazy stadium here. The stands are starting to fill up.
And now I think the national anthem is being sung.
Sinatra out to sing the Star Spangled Banner. This is all out, no expenses.
That was Mr. Mark Steele, a teacher at Cherry Hill East, who sang the national anthem there for you. We hope you enjoyed it.
Fabulous voice. He's just going all out. I'm TJ Luck along with Adam Ayrton. Looks like Jason Sunken and the crew are here. They're here to cheer West on. With Cronin, Lindenbaum, Stern. And West brings out their fans. East brings out their fans. Here we are out to jump the ball up. It'll be Brumball. Will it be Brumball? No, it looks like Brumball Map to go. East wins the tap. You do play-by-play.
All right, there is Carback, the guard. Doesn't get there to number 50. McKee puts it up. No good. West come down with a rebound.
One ball with the rebound. Marlin brings the ball up. Sean open for three. One ball with the rebound. Gets it out to Chambers. Nate puts up the shot and it's good, and West takes a nearly 2-0 lead. West is going right out with the pressure defense. Seniors covering Carback one-on-one. See, they look like West is in a man-to-man defense right now. Carback brings the ball up.
Carback trying to drive himself, but it goes for the sneak pass. They're intended for number 32, Mapp. Mapp didn't see it in time, went off his hands and out of bounds, goes over to Cherry Hill West.
And they can't afford careless turnovers like this. West is going to really try to take advantage of these. If Marlon Ufable brings up the ball. Marlon hasn't played in a while. He's getting his first start. They feed the ball inside to Chambers. Chambers takes it to the hoop and scores. West 4-0 right away, right off the bat.
Carback trying to answer back now, bringing the ball up, having some problems. Now to McKee. McKee passes it. Adler with the ball. Looks like he's having a little bit of trouble. Back to McKee. To the left of your screen there. Map. Back to Carbeck. Back to Carbeck. And he goes for the long shot. Does not work, but East comes up with the rebound.
Nice play there by Adler. He threw the ball off Marlin's leg. West playing some really tight defense, not letting them get the ball inside. Carbeck's 0 for 2 from three-point land so far.
Brumbaugh there to inbound. Adler looking for somebody. Pass to McKee. McKee to Brumbaugh. Brumbaugh misses the short shot, and West comes up with the rebound.
Marlin pushes it up. Feeds to Chambers. Over to Marlin. Marlin's trying to work the ball around to get it out to Ney. Ney for three. No good. Ney Gonzalez has been the big scorer for West in the last couple
Carbeck
games.
there comes up with a rebound. Tries to go for a quick pass, but it's stolen by Cherry Hill West. Good play by Ney Gonzalez.
Gets the ball to Senior. Senior drives in with a beautiful layup there. A windmill-type layup for Sean Senior. Transfer from Camden Catholic. Really come along. Hasn't started the first few games, but his first start against Camden, he scored 25 points. He's really been a...
Carbeck to Brumbaugh. Brumbaugh with a shot. No good. Map trying to get control. Doesn't get control. There's a whistle on the play.
Looks like Chambers is a little shaken up. This is going to be a very physical game, I can tell you right now, Adam. The West ball out of bounds. Sean Senior at the point. Looks like East is in a man-to-man as well. We've got the Brumbaugh matchup inside. That should be interesting. Marlin dishes off. Commits turnover, and East will bring the ball back up.
Jim Brumbaugh comes up with a big rebound. Carbeck now looking for a pass, being pressured there by Cherry Hill West. Map takes the shot in and out.
Marlin gets a second rebound. That little tiny guard in there. Sean's trying to take the ball in. And he wisely slows it up. West has got to be smart. It's 6-0 West at this point. Marlin works the ball around. Over to Ney Gonzalez. Out to Sean for 3 points. It's good. Senior with a trifecta.
Score now 8-0.
9-0 in favor of West. This is out to a big lead so far.
Carbeck trying to drive in by himself. Puts the shot up. Looks like a foul there on the play.
Gonzalez got the foul.
And Carbeck will go to the line. Had to do something.
That was a good play by Carbeck. Just trying to get the ball down quick, get a foul. Stop play for a while, calm this West tempo down. West is really out there going full force at this point. East has got to calm down. Carbeck's got to make these free throws right here.
4:25 left to play in this first quarter. Carbeck makes the first one. The first East point scored here on 3 free throws. Puts it up again, and it falls. 2 for Carbeck, 2 for Cherry Hill East. Score 2-9, 4:25 left to play.
East gets a steal, and they bring it back up as Carbeck pushes it up.
McKee there with the steal. Here comes Carbeck. Trying to get their own pace going here.
Brumbaugh and Map really working hard inside.
Brumbaugh out there to Map.
Nice dish to Map there.
Map gets the layup.
It's 9-4 now, still favor West. The Cougars are coming back. It's like they switch. Senior and Marlin are switching at the point. Senior's playing the point right now.
Map there with the only field goal of the game for Cherry Hill East.
Sean brings it right up, and he's fouled. Senior taking charge, pushing the ball, taking it right to East. Not intimidated at all. The West ball out of bounds on the foul. Feeding it around to Brumbaugh, over to Senior. Senior hits Marlin. Marlin thinks about 3, drives in. Just off. Map with the rebound.
Map gives it back to Carbeck, who brings it up. Carbeck, right his shot.
Carbeck with the 3-pointer. It's now 9-7. And East has come back, and it really came when Carbeck drove to the line, stopped the play, and turned the tempo around.
That's right, 5 points so far for Carbeck.
They feed inside to Brumbaugh, with Brumbaugh covering him. Chambers takes it to the hoop.
Map covering him there.
Looks like
McKee coming down there with the rebound. Giving it back up to Carbeck. The big score for Cherry Hill East so far with 5 points. Back out to 20, Adler. Mapp puts it in.
good move. Tie game. Matt puts it in. They wait a few feet inside. West is going to slow down the tempo now. As Marlin brings up the ball. Marlin gets away with the travel there. Feeds it over to Ney. Feed it inside to Brumball. Can't quite get the handle on it. Out the senior for 3. Oh, another one. Sean Senior with another 3-pointer. 6 points so far for Senior. He's just the best 3-point shooter on West team right now.
Brumbaugh in the Carbeck. Carbeck getting some pressure from the West defense. Tries to pass it back out to McKee. McKee to Adler. Adler tries to hold it, but he's getting all kinds of pressure. Adler doesn't know what to do. McKee
almost with a big steal.
intended for McKee. McKee trying to get it. Looks like they might be calling a jump ball.
Jump ball. We had about 35 in the girls' game. You saw that one, but this is the first jump ball in the boys' game.
And if you didn't have a chance to view the girls' game earlier, the Cherry Hill West won with a score of 55-51.
Lions over the Cougars. Marlin brings up the ball over to Ney for the outside for the jumper. It's just off, and Jim Brumball grabs the rebound.
Brumbaugh to Carbeck. Carbeck looks inside. Great, brilliant pass, and Matt makes the shot.
Brilliant pass there by Carbeck. Unfortunately, he missed the layup, but Matt was there for the rebound. And Marlin brings the ball up. It's now 12-11 in favor of West.
Mapp, the big score for Cherry Hill West. One of the only 2 scores, Cherry Hill East. One of the only 2 scores for Cherry Hill East.
We have a foul on Mapp right here. The 32 Mapp with the foul. It's his first. That'll be West ball out of bounds. Senior will take it out of bounds. Feeds it out to Ney Gonzalez. You know, Ney's plays small forward, and he leads the team with 22 blocks. He can really sky. Sean thinks about 3, passes it around to Marlin. Marlin works the ball around, feeds it to Brumball. Brumball drives inside. For the easy layup. West really moved the ball well around that time.
McKee! A beautiful jump shot.
East is just putting the ball right to West. McKee with a nice jumper there.
First 2 points of the game for McKee.
Marlin brings the ball up, works it around, feeds it inside to Chambers. Chambers travel. East ball.
Brumbaugh looking to try to inbound, having some trouble getting it inside to Carbeck. Carbeck driving inside by himself. Ball doesn't go. Gets his own rebound. A foul is called, but the shot still has not gone in.
Foul looks to be on Brumball.
Carbeck to shoot.
West is 14-11. They're 9-2 at home. They're only 5-9 on the road. Last game, as we told you, 66-54 in favor of West. At West, it's a different story when West is on the road.
Score 13-14 in favor of Cherry Hill West.
East is tough at home. East is beating Camden at home. Now it's a tie game, 14-all.
6 point for Adler. 40 seconds left in this first quarter. But plenty of action coming at you.
Got back on the line.
Missing.
Brumball grabs the rebound.
Puts it up, no good.
East with another rebound.
Mapp trying to get a handle on it, but looks like it went out on Mapp.
Oh, and Ney comes up for a little trip up to the booth up here. Well, Ney, how you doing, Ney? Good hustle there by Ney Gonzalez. They bring it into Carbeck.
Carbeck having trouble passing on the inside. He's taking a couple drives by himself. Some proved effective, some not.
We got a travel there. Excellent defense there by Sean Senior to cause that travel. This is just a great, exciting game so far. Back and forth, great defense, great offense. Sean Senior playing the point, brings the ball up.
22 seconds left.
Both starting teams are still in the game. Chambers for 3.
It doesn't fall.
McGee with the rebound.
Carbeck trying to bring it down. They got to go for a last shot here with 8 seconds. Either that or they're going to hold. Not much time, 5 seconds left to go. Carbeck looking to do something. Takes the shot himself, no good. Rebound, no good. And so ends the first quarter.
An exciting first quarter at that, Adam. 14-14. Doesn't get much better than this. A couple of three-pointers by Senior. Three-pointer by Carback. A couple free throws by Carback. So far, Carback and Senior, the 2 point guards, are going at it.
That's right, Carback with 6 points for Cherry Hill East. Map with 6, 1 foul there on Map. And McKee with 2 points.
Senior has 6 points. 2 three-pointers. West team's really working the ball well. Both teams are going at it full speed. No substitutions in the first quarter. They're just letting them play out there. Quarter went by pretty fast. We're going to see if the teams change their strategy at all.
And there's a lovely human pyramid there by the lovely Cherry Hill West cheerleaders. Doing a fine job, as always.
We saw a flipper there in the left corner of your screen doing our little flips there.
There's a shot of some of the West fans over here.
Here we go, start of the second quarter. 14-14.
A shot again of the lovely West cheerleaders.
East comes out with the same team. Let's see what West does. West counters with same team. They're going starting teams. No substitution so far.
Carback, again, trying to control the traffic. Passes it outside.
Both teams in a man-to-man defense, playing very aggressively. A lot of bodies hitting the floor.
Back to McKee. McKee looking to do something. Can't get Ney Gonzalez off of him. Map gives it right back to McKee. McKee still can't get beyond the circle. Finally gets it to Brumbaugh. Gets it to Carback. Carback really has to control the plays here. Brumbaugh takes it up.
On Brumbaugh. Chambers with the rebound, pushes it back up. Marlins bringing the ball up now. Still 14-14.
Saw some excellent offense as defense on that play.
Senior takes the ball to the hoop, feeds to Brumbaugh. Nice feed. We have a foul on the floor. Looks like we have a charging foul, player control foul on Glenn Brumbaugh. West, Senior really applying that pressure. West is really applying a lot of pressure here. Ney Gonzalez, excellent defense so far.
Carback having a hard time here, trying to get his job
having a lot
done.
of problems just getting the ball passing to each other.
Carback to Map. Map gives it back up to Carback. Carback with the long shot, and it is good.
3 pointers.
2 points.
17-14.
3 points there.
Carback's second three-pointer of the night. Marlin brings the ball up. Works it into... That'll be a backcourt violation. Ball out of bounds. East ball under their own basket. 17-14 in favor of East. Tough defense all around here.
Looks like Brumbaugh having some trouble getting it in.
Tries to avoid the 5-second violation.
It's 50 McKee. Right now with the ball.
Carback, another three-pointer.
Doesn't fall this time.
Looks like Jim Brumbaugh might have traveled, and he did. He wanted the foul, but they wouldn't give it to him, traveling all the way. Senior will inbound the ball over to Marlin. Marlin will play point. West has a proliferation of point guards here. Over to Senior. Key on him. Looking for somebody. He needs someone. He's got to get some help here. Brumbaugh comes out to help, and they bring it back out to the top to Marlin. Marlin's going to control the offense. Oh, gets away with a walk there. Go to Brumbaugh, back to Marlin. Marlin at the top. West is going their box offense right now. Into Chambers, fights tough. Called for the charge. It's called for the charge. She was out of control. He knocked the guy over. The foul on Jason Chambers.
Map went down right there, and the foul called on Chambers. Brumbaugh inbound. Apparently, the Cherry Hill West fans didn't like that call, but the ruling of the officials is final as Carback brings it up.
Call. Map had good position on that play. Senior really pesting.
Brumbaugh puts it up, and it is good. Brumbaugh's first 2 points of the game. Scored now 19-14 in favor of East.
West hasn't scored this quarter yet. They've got to put the ball in the hoop.
5 minutes, 30 seconds remaining.
Out the senior for three. Just a Carback with the rebound.
Carback with a quick pass in there.
Another body on the floor.
This time it's Brumbaugh again.
Basketball like it ought to be.
Giving it to Brumbaugh to inbound. Adler looking for someone to pass to. McKee, running for position.
All alone under the basket, didn't know it.
Adler takes the shot, doesn't work.
Man misses the layup. Nice block there by Brumbaugh.
Map at the easy
pushes
layup.
the ball up. It's 2-on-2, 3-on-2. Mullen likes to take it himself. He's blocked. But Brumbaugh gets the rebound. Brumbaugh puts it in. Nice block there by Jim Brumbaugh. But Glenn Brumbaugh was there to get the rebound and stick in the easy layup. Man missed those 2 easy layups underneath, and he can't afford to do that.
That's right. Carback tries for the shot.
Brumbaugh gets the rebound. Loses the ball. Senior gets it. Nice dish. This is the layup. A lot of missed layups here so far.
That's Adler there coming up with the rebound. Gives it back out to Carback.
Now 19-16 in favor of the home team, Cherry Hill East.
Carback trying to slow things up a little bit, trying to change the pace of the game, make it work for them.
It's a very fast-paced game so far, Adam.
Back out to Adler, to Carback, to Map. Map decides to take the shot, goes off the back rim, does not work. Map trying to come up with a rebound. He does, he takes the shot, doesn't fall again. And McKee comes up with the rebound. Carback decides to hold it for a little
West
bit.
can't let East get that many chances under the boards. East doing a great job on the offensive boards. Timeout, East. Well, Adam, we've had a very fast-paced game so far. This half is flying by.
3:54 left to play. Now you see a little mistake there on 2 counts. Cherry Hill East getting many rebounds, many chances to score, but they shouldn't need that many chances to score. As well as West, shouldn't be giving them this many chances to score.
You're right on that count. Map had a couple chances right underneath the basket where he should have put the ball in, and he couldn't. And you just can't get that many shots inside without getting your shot blocked. And Glenn Brumbaugh got a shot, threw it down court, got it down to Nay. Nay missed a shot. Marlin got a shot blocked. Just tough defense inside, really tough defense. It's hard to score. Both teams really tenacious at this point. Back to action, 3:54 left in the first half. Action-packed basketball. Same team comes out for West. Looks like the same team from East. Not choosing to go with any of the benches. Both teams have fairly good benches.
Brumbaugh inbound. Gets it out to Carback. Trying to look for the pass to the inside.
Great pass there
Beautiful
by
to Adler. Right there. Picks
Brilliant
it up.
pass. Good eye there by Carback.
Good hands by Adler. First 2 points of the game for him.
Both teams are in a man-to-man defense, and that's part of the reason why this is so aggressive. Marlin just comes up, stops, pops, and drops.
Quick pass in there to Map. Map wasn't able to get the good shot off. West wound up with the ball.
Gonzalez with a poor pass there. Gonzalez with a great rebound there. He plays small forward, but he averages 6 rebounds. And of course, I told you he had 22 blocks. He's also a big three-point shooter. He's got 19 three-point field goals, and Chambers leads the team with 36 three-pointers. So it'll be East ball. West knocks it out of bounds. Senior also a three-point threat for West as Brumbaugh and Carback do most of the three-point shooting for East.
That's right. Here's Carback with the ball right now. Carback bringing it up. Carback the high scorer for Cherry Hill East with 9 points. Passes it back out. Carback still looking for something to pass in. They've been taking too many outside shots. They got to get the ball inside a little bit. Adler. Out to Map, out to McKee. Working the ball around, back to Brumbaugh. Brumbaugh takes the shot and falls, and he's good. 4 points for Brumbaugh. Bring the score to 23-18 with 2:50 left to play.
Gonzalez takes the ball on the end, drives in, finds Marlin. Marlin should take the ball back out, and he does. Here's the ball at the senior. They're going man-to-man, tight man-to-man defense on both ends. Feed the ball inside to Chambers. Chambers has not been a factor so far, and they're fighting for the board. Brumbaugh, Jim Brumbaugh comes down with it as East brings the ball back up the court.
Carbeck looks like slowing down the pace here, having some problems. 4.
Great defensive battle so far. Fairly low-scoring game.
Adler gives it to McKee. McKee to Mapp. Mapp takes the shot inside and it falls.
Great drive. West should call a timeout at this point. There's a couple minutes left in the game.
8 points in this game for Mapp.
25-18. West needs to get regrouped here. Gonzalez takes the ball out, over to Senior. Senior thinks about 3.
And Adler winds up with the rebound.
East is real dominating right now. West has got to get the ball back, call a timeout, try to salvage something out of this first half. Got a 7-point lead. East is just trying to capitalize on this now.
Kerbeck looking for the pass take the inside shot. Out to Kerbeck. Kerbeck decides to take it. In and out.
Gonzalez with another rebound. Carbeck, an excellent 3-point shooter. Didn't miss that. Didn't make that one though. Senior for 3. It's his 5th 3-pointer. He's 2 for 5 for 3-point land. You can shoot 40% for 3-point land. It's a pretty good average.
West will retain the possession.
Marlin feeds it out to Senior. Senior will take it at the point. Over to Marlon Nufable. Out to Gonzalez with a jump shot. He traveled. West fans didn't like that call. The basket did not count on that one because he traveled. Carbeck pushes the ball up for East.
Carbeck tried to get by Senior, tried to take it in all by himself, and it works.
West has got to cut that off. They cannot let him drive in like that. They've got to seal off that defense. It's now a 9-point game.
11 points for Carbeck.
Coach Murray should have called a timeout by now.
Carbeck usually passing to a lot of people, but tonight the lead scorer taking a lot of shots inside and outside himself.
Get out the Senior.
Covered there by McKee.
Over to Nufable. Drives in, sees Chambers. Chambers with his first outside shot. He hits it. Nothing but strings on that one. 27-20. Still in favor of Cherry East.
18 seconds left to play as Kerbeck tries to get the last shot off. Passes it inside to Mapp. Mapp loses it to Adler. Adler's got his hands on it. 10 seconds left. Back out to Carbeck. He's got to do something with it. There's only 5 seconds left remaining. Decides to take the shot himself, in and out. Mapp tries to get a handle on it. He puts the shot up, but it's no good.
East missed a bunch of shots at the buzzer there. Boy, we had a fast-paced first half right there. Wouldn't you say, Adam?
That's very true. There, right there at the last shot of the game, we had 21 seconds to convert, and the East team was not able to do it.
The West Camden game, West had 52 at the half. Now the score's only 27-20. This is definitely a defensive battle. At this point, we're gonna recap the first half. First half started off, West started out, jumped out to a 9-point lead, and came back to a tie score at 14-14. East worked their way back, and from that point on, East just dominated the tempos. We come to the half where it's 27-20. West has got to regroup, control the pace, play better defense, seal off on defense, and work the ball around, get the good shot.
I think Carbeck's been essential in East's game. If West wants to do anything, they've got to shut him down. Generally, the port guard is, trying to pass, getting the inside, taking the outside shots only when necessary. But Kerbeck has been able to, even though he's had some defensive pressure, he's been able to penetrate, take shots from the outside, able to convert many different ways. He has 11 points.
And I think West has got to work Chambers into their offense. He's only taken a couple shots. He's their best scorer, and they got to get him the ball.
Mapp also a high scorer for Cherry Elise so far with 8 points. Brumbaugh with 4, Adler with 2, and McKee with 2. Score 27-20.
That'll wrap up the half.
Hey, Brian. So, listen, you want to get high? I got some great stuff.
No thanks, Mike. That junk's bad news.
Smart kid. He doesn't need that stuff. Nobody does. I'm McGruff, the crime dog. Now, watch these kids.
I'm bored. Why don't we get wasted?
Why don't you get real?
I've got a better idea. Why don't you get lost?
See that? It's happening everywhere. So, if anyone ever wants to turn you on, just turn them off. It's a great way to help take a bite out of crime.
Good evening and welcome back to Al DeBar Gymnasium on the campus of Cherry Hill High School East, where the score at halftime is East Cougars 27, West Lions 20. Little rundown of the first half scoring for the East Cougars. Dan Carback had 11 points, 3 rebounds, and 4 assists. Jim Brumbaugh chipped in with 4 points, 6 rebounds, 2 steals, and an assist. Darryl Mapp had 8 points, 7 rebounds, and an assist. Tim McKee, 2 points, 2 rebounds, a steal, and 2 assists. And Glenn Adler, 2 points, 3 rebounds, and an assist to round out the scoring and production for Cherry Hill East. For West, Nate Gonzalez scored 2 points, collected 4 rebounds. Hot shooting Sean Sr. scored 8 points. Jason Chambers had 4 points and a rebound. Marlon Nufable had 2 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists. And Glenn Brumbaugh had 4 points and 4 rebounds. 3-point basket by Sean Sr. I'm Eric Schwartz, along with Alan Zapp. We're bringing all the action. Second half, East-West. Senior Darryl Mapp. West will inbound.
You might say the story of this game has been defense or even turnovers, Eric.
That's true, that's true. A lot of defense, a lot of turnovers in the first half. Sean Sr. will inbound the ball. Marlon Nufable coming left or right across your TV screen. Marlon Nufable dribbles top of the key to Sean Sr. Looking inside. Back out to Marlon Nufable. Marlon dribbles to Gonzalez. Out for Sean Sr. Sean with a running one-hander. Good. Sean Sr.
He's had a really big game for West today.
Excellent, excellent game. You know, Sean's a stellar pitcher on West's number 7th ranked preseason America baseball team. They'll be taking the field in the coming months. Darryl Mapp inside for Cherry Hill East. No good. Rebound, Jason Chambers.
Interesting to note, Eric, that the 10 guys out there now are the 10 guys that played the entire first half. Neither coach used a substitution the entire first half.
That is right, as Glenn Adler takes an offensive foul. You know, you're right, Al. Both coaches have been known to limit the substitutions and go with the iron 5. Brumbaugh to inbound against the Cherry Hill West pressure. Glenn Adler crosses the timeline.
Meanwhile, the margin of lead for Cherry Hill East is down to 2 points.
That's right, Al.
We definitely have a barn burner this evening.
Dan Carback forces a shot a little bit, makes the basket, and he's fouled. Nice piece of athletic ability by Dan Carback.
He's been the offensive force for East tonight.
Yes, he has. He has, I believe, 13 points now. Try to make it 14. Try to up this East lead to 5. Carback at the line, shooting 1. Results of the halftime three-point shootout had $10 gift certificates to Big John's Steakhouse going to Denise Grubb of Cherry Hill East, Chad Cravetti of Cherry Hill West, Chris Erasmus of Cherry Hill East, and Walter Clymer, freshman at Cherry Hill West. Carback makes good on the free throw. Marlon Nufable crosses the timeline, dribbles top of the key. Inside, Jason Chambers dribbles strong, takes to the hoop, and that's good. Danny Carback against a trap. Jim Brumbaugh, cross half court to Glenn Adler.
So far this evening, both defenses have been playing a tight man-to-man.
There's Jim Brumbaugh, a little bank shot. Jim, a senior. Brother Glenn plays for the West Lions. There they are together. Marlon. Inside. Picked off. Be West ball underneath.
Personally, Eric, I don't understand why Coach Valori of the Cougars doesn't look to gunner Mike Hirschman at this point for a spark, maybe.
Yes, we all do know that Mike Hirschman, student manager, publiciter, student SDI, is, excuse me, SID, is in uniform tonight and hopes to get some playing time, possibly shoot up a three-pointer or two. Nate Gonzalez, jumper, top of the key, makes it. Nate Gonzalez. Cherry Hill East leads 32-29.
He's got that jumping ability that makes him such a good player, kind of like in your heyday, Eric.
Yes, I was quite a leaper. Out of bounds off Cherry Hill East. Nate Gonzalez to inbound.
Both teams have been rather sloppy. I'm sure the coaches of both teams are not pleased.
It is towards the end of the season, and players are kind of tired. I know for one that Daryl Mapp took a vacation this past weekend, went down to Walt Disney World with the seniors at Cherry Hill East, had a great time. I'm sure he's well rested. Jim Brumbaugh takes it inside. Blocking foul. Looks to be his brother, Glenn Brumbaugh.
They go at it pretty tough, don't they, those two twin brothers?
Yes, they do. East holds a three-point edge, 32-29. Jim Brumbaugh at the line, shooting 2. There you can see the group of very active East cheerleaders. They make it hard to think in this building.
They have been very boisterous.
Yes, they have. Brumbaugh makes good on the first. They'll have another. 33-29, East Cougars lead.
Back to a 5-point lead for East now.
Sean Sr., right-hand dribble, crosses the timeline. Right-hand corner, Marlon Nufable. Marlon dribbles, goes a little baseline, dishes it off to Jim Brumbaugh. No good. Rebound, Marlon Nufable. Loose ball, picked up by number 22, Dan Carback.
You know, that play reminded me of a Fisher and Nuttiest Play of the Week type kind of play.
Absolutely, Al. Marlon Nufable. Corner for Sean Sr., no good. Rebound, Jim Brumbaugh for Nate Gonzalez. Jumper. No good. Rebound, Sean Sr. loose on the floor. Kicks it back out for Marlon Nufable. Marlon holds, dribbles. Sean Sr. inside. Daryl Mapp intercepts. Glenn Adler running the floor.
Give it up,
strong.
baby.
Nice job by Glenn Adler.
Sorry, Glenn.
Although it would have been good to give it up. You're right, Al. He had Daryl Mapp on the wing, possibly for a dunk.
Well, he's displaying that confidence that's a sign of a real player.
Absolutely. Nate Gonzalez raises up. No good. Rebound, Marlon Nufable. Nate Gonzalez again. Passes inside. Loose ball, Nate Gonzalez. Nate Gonzalez makes a basket and is fouled. Cut the lead to 5. Nate Gonzalez doing a superior job out on the floor. Really hustling, using his athletic ability to the better. I have noticed that Nate has changed his shoes, going to the Nikes over the battered and worn black Reeboks.
I think it's very stylish and probably excellent shoes for a basketball game.
Nate makes on the free throw. Cuts the East lead to 4, 36-32.
You know, I think personally black sneakers can give a player a psychological effect of being a little bit tougher, a little bit harder, a little bit rougher than the other players.
There's a three-pointer by Tim McKee. You're right, Al. You know, on the basketball court in the playground, I do feel a little bit of intimidation when I'm playing against a player with black sneakers.
Especially if they're Nike Air Jordans.
Yes. Cable 18 brought to you by Nike Air Jordan. Marlon Nufable. To Sean Sr. Sr. holds. Dribbles a lane. Looks like a foul inside on Glenn Adler.
You notice the police officer in the background, very tight security here at East tonight. East-West rivalry has been known to spark a few confrontations between students from East and students from West. We hope not to see any of that tonight.
Timeout on the floor. John Valori of Cherry Hill East calls timeout. Give us a break in the action, Al. Give us a chance to
Eric, I'm looking around and in the crowd, especially on the East section, I notice there's a lot of leather, a real lot of leather.
Yes, and the phrase "to choke a horse" may come to mind.
Well, I don't know about choking, but some degree of asphyxiation would sure apply.
As we watch the West cheerleaders, give you a little bit of background about this rivalry. Cherry Hill West is 14-11. They are 9-2 at home, 5-9 on the road, including a big victory at West about approximately 2-3 weeks ago versus the Cougars. They won 66-64. East now has West in its home building, trying to use that home court advantage to eke out a win here tonight. And they do hold a 7-point lead, playing pretty well. Jim Brumbaugh to inbound, no.
Looks like West has brought in number 42. That is
Eric Moskovitz in the game for Cherry Hill West. Marlon Nufable. Inbounds to a leaping Nate Gonzalez. Nufable dribbles.
You know, Eric, I was mistaken
Reverses.
before. Nate Gonzalez changed his sneakers from black back to the traditional white during halftime. He probably thought that we were going to bust him.
Marlon dribbles. Top of the key. Jason Chambers for Nate Gonzalez. Nate Gonzalez raises up. No good. Scrapple on the floor. Travel. Although who the travel is on, we don't know. Seems to be West's ball. They will inbound underneath their own basket.
Each rebound has become a real war underneath the basket.
Yes, it is. All players inside are comparatively the same height, and they are having a real tussle underneath the boards.
Well, it's a question of who wants it more, Eric. It's a battle of wills down there. And I commend those brave young men.
Jim
going to the
Glenn
trenches.
Brumbaugh for Marlon Nufable. Marlon dribbles. Inside to Jason Chambers, picks up a loose ball. Jason raises up. No good. Rebound, Jason Chambers. Seems he's out of bounds over the end line. It'll be East ball coming right to left. Brumbaugh inbound.
Still a 7-point lead for West.
I believe you mean East. Dan Carback for Glenn Adler. Back to Carback for Tim McKee. Tim McKee looks inside, looks to the top. Glenn Adler dribbles. Little pass for Darryl Mappa, goes the baseline. No, Darryl. Offensive foul. Good piece of body work by Nate Gonzalez, don't you think, Al?
Oh, definitely. Valoria is just not pleased with that kind of play.
Marlon Nufable will inbound the ball to Nate Gonzalez. Back to Marlon Nufable. Marlon will take it across half court, covered closely by Glenn Adler. Marlon for Nate Gonzalez. Jason Chambers, long jump shot, no good. Real brick.
It looks like he's trying to force it a little bit. He knows that his team is down, and he's trying to do a little too much, I think, and that's forcing shots like that.
Excellent point, Alan. Danny Carback races for three, no good. Looked like an air ball to me.
I think it was definitely an air ball, Eric.
Nate Gonzalez running through the lane, no good. Loose ball picked up and in by Marlon Nufable. 3-point goal. Yes, it is.
You know, other than that shot, it seems like both teams have really struggled offensively so far. Lots of turnovers, lots of lost opportunities, Eric.
And that would explain the low score, only 39-35, nearly the end of the third quarter.
Minute 12 to go in the third quarter, by the way.
Carback across half court. West seems to be employing a trapping defense here. East breaks the trap. Although Jim Brumbaugh has a tough time putting it in.
Moskowitz, a force underneath, a real force.
Glenn Adler for Dan Carback. Into the corner for Tim McKee. Tim McKee throws it across the line. Nate Gonzalez picks it up. In the lane, basket good by Nate Gonzalez.
It's a shame that that hustle by Glenn Adler actually resulted in a Cherry Hill West basket. That's just bad luck.
That's basketball for you, Alan.
Glenn's got to keep hustling.
Foul on the floor, number 10, Marlon Nufable.
Meanwhile, right before our
Excuse
eyes,
me, no, that was number...
the lead's been cut to 2, Eric.
Yes, it has.
Surprised.
39-37.
I look up there, and we have a very tight game once again, and very surprising.
Dan Carback, covered by Marlon Nufable. For Glenn Adler, dribbles across the pressure. Corner Tim McKee.
West front court is playing tenacious defense, tenacious.
Tim McKee missed that jump shot, and Marlon Nufable brings it up. 8 seconds to go. Seems they want to get a good shot off here. Nate Gonzalez, it's good as time runs out, and that's the gun that ends the third quarter of play with the score. Cherry Hill East 39, Cherry Hill West 39, and a real barn burner here at Al DeBar Gymnasium.
Eric, I'd have to say it's a surprise, especially considering last game West handled East pretty handily.
Yes, they did, Al. You know, it's possible that back on their home court, the Cougars really getting it together and playing a lot more cohesively as a team.
Eric, we noticed on the East bench some players are not wearing their sweats. You think maybe Valori is planning on putting them into the game?
That's a good possibility. As we know, some of the reserves for the Cherry Hill East Cougars are Mark Callis, David Allen, of course, student manager, sports information director extraordinaire Mike Hirschman, some JV players Tony Shaw, Matthew Zapp, Michael Ritchie, along with Richard Howe, Eric Wasserman, a freshman. These are all the stars of the future for Cherry Hill East.
Oh, definitely. The future of this program rests on the shoulders of Tony Shaw, Matthew Zapp, and Dave Ritchie, and maybe Mark Callis next year. But this year has been a very disappointing year for Cherry Hill East basketball, and I think all students here at Cherry Hill East know that. But we have to look to the future. We have to be optimistic. We have to have hope. God bless Matthew Zapp, Tony Shaw, and Dave Ritchie. May they someday bring us a state title.
Fine performance by the Cherry Hill East cheerleaders, who have been quite vociferous this evening. Tie score 39-39. Cherry Hill East will inbound the ball.
Do you think maybe the cheerleaders have played a part in keeping the score, keeping this a tight game for East?
That's a good possibility. You can possibly credit them for the fine performance of the Cougars tonight. Dan Carback against pressure, stolen away by Nate Gonzalez. Nate takes it strong to the hole.
I was really looking for a slam dunk there, Eric. I've heard of Nate Gonzalez's leaping ability. I was really hoping for a spectacular type of jam of some sort. I don't know. No, maybe, yes.
Nate Gonzalez has been known to throw down some amazing 360-degree
vicious
dunks, and I do believe he has one in store for us tonight, hopefully. I know the crowd will really be pumped for one of those. Seems the East cheerleaders are formulating some kind of a pyramid. It looks dangerous, and they pull it off.
I think Mr. Muzumeki has proven himself as a brilliant cheerleading choreographer.
Absolutely. Nice job, girls. There's the buzzer, brings the players back onto the court.
I think we're in store for a real treat here this fourth quarter, Eric. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Brumbow to inbound against Cherry Hill West pressure.
Tough defense by West, really tough. They're not going to sit back. They want this one really badly.
Stolen away by Eric Moskowitz.
It's good hustle. It's a shame that nothing came of it. They keep trying. They'll get the ball from that.
Carback dribbles. Covered closely by Sean Sr. to Tim McKee. Tim McKee down to Glenn Adler. Glenn Adler goes a little baseline. Dishes off to Jim Brumbow. Misses the layup. And a rebound taken away by Nate Gonzalez. You know, Jim's got to make those layups.
I know, that's a really beautiful pass by Glenn Adler. Very unselfish, smart play. Heads up.
Sean Sr. dribbles.
Surprised Jim didn't convert.
There's a nice defensive play by Darryl Mapp. A kick.
I think Darryl might be a little bit tired from the Florida trip, Eric.
I don't know. You know, he did score 26 points last game, the game against Triton, where he nearly set an East game record for most free throw attempts. So he shouldn't be really affected by that Florida trip. I know it was very restful for him, so it could be a possible aid to his play this evening. As Cherry Hill East, Dan Carback takes it across the timeline. Carback left-hand dribble to Glenn Adler. Adler, tipped by Nate Gonzalez. Tim McKee being trapped. Pressure defense. The pressure defense by Cherry Hill West forces a turnover, a double dribble by Tim McKee.
East is having trouble moving the ball in the front court because of the trappings and defensive pressure of Cherry Hill West. That might make things really tough and down the line.
Sean Sr. dribbles, right-hand dribble. Holds high. Throws it away. No, Sean Sr. gets it back to Brumbow. Back to Sean Sr. on a rebound. Nate Gonzalez raises up. No good. Rebound, Glenn Adler.
That was a clutch rebound right there. That was a very clutch rebound.
Foul on. We can't see who.
Glenn Adler's
Number
the
40
significantly smaller player right over Eric Moskovitz to take that rebound
Yes,
away.
and
It
there's
was
a foul on number 42, Eric Moskovitz.
a heads-up play, Glenn Adler.
Believe East will be in the 1-and-1 situation. Glenn Adler will be shooting 1 plus the bonus.
These free throws will be very crucial for East.
Yes, they will. Inability to convert down the stretch is a prime cause for a handful or so of East losses this year. Have you noted that, Alan?
Definitely.
Adler makes good on the first.
He's been known to be a solid free throw shooter.
In fact, we have his free throw percentage right here. No, we don't. Oh, yes, we do. Glenn Adler, 67% free throw shooter. Fairly good for a high school player. Jason Chambers takes his strong to the hoop, makes the layup.
Now, he's really the team leader. They're going to look to him down the stretch for Cherry Hill West. Again, that tough pressure by the West backcourt. Excuse me.
Glenn Adler against the trap to Dan Carback. Dan dribbles left. Back to Adler.
He's going to have to work the ball inside to either Brumbauer or Mapp here.
And there it is, Alan. Darryl Mapp goes strong to the hole. Nice job, Darryl. Great pass by Tim McKee. East converts, ties the score at 43. Sean Sr. showing some ambidexterity. There it is. Jim Brumbaugh right over Glenn Brumbaugh to make a nice steal.
He's taking it right away from him. Very smart play.
Adler to Danny Carback.
Again, he has to move the ball inside.
Maneuvering for a possible inside shot. There's a pass to Darryl, overthrown to a streaking Nate Gonzalez, and lays it in. Nate Gonzalez showing his quickness on the fast break.
I'm starting to lose my hope for Nate Gonzalez to dunk in this game. I would really like to see that. I think the fans would really like to see that. It would definitely charge up the West team.
Jim Brumbaugh for Glenn Adler. Danny Carback passes out to Tim McKee, back to Carback, to Adler. East working the perimeter.
West will not give them the outside shot, Eric.
Trying to get a good shot off here. Tim McKee. Glenn Adler. Inside to Darryl Mapp, taking it strong. Darryl Mapp. Darryl off his foot. Loose ball. Picked up by Gonzalez, the senior. Streaking down the right side, takes it to the hole, and draws the foul.
Excellent penetration. There, he just split the defense. It was really a great play.
Yeah. Anyway, one side. Sean Sr. makes good on the first. West leads 46-43.
He's had a big game tonight, hasn't he, Eric?
Yes, he has. As I mentioned before, Sean is a great pitcher for the 7th-ranked in America Cherry Hill West baseball team.
Now, Cherry West up by 4 now. Cherry Hill East has to be worried that the game might be slipping away, and they have to come through with a big basket right here.
It seems that Danny Carback answers the call. No.
I think he forced that one.
Rebound Eric Moskovitz. You know, you're right, Al. He did force that shot. East has got to be a lot more patient on offense.
Especially with only 3 minutes, 45 seconds left in the game. They're down by 4 points.
Seems we have a blocking foul on number 22, Dan Carback. Cherry Hill West in the bonus, shooting 1-1. Entering the game for the Cougars, number 14, Richard Howe.
All right, this game could very well come down to who hits the free throws down the stretch.
You know, you're right, Al. Howe replaces number 22, Dan Carback. And Eric Moskovitz will shoot 1-1. And the bonus.
Floyer will be looking to Howe to really probably pick up the pace a little bit here. Maybe he thinks that East can score a few baskets running. I don't know. We'll have to see.
West takes a 6-point lead, 49-43. Seems to me Richard Howe might be in there to push the pace a little for the Cougars. Is that a possibility, Alan?
I think so, right?
Tim McKee, jump shot. No good. Rebound. Jim Brumbaugh. Out to Richard Howe. Glenn Adler to Tim McKee. Another jump shot by Tim. And this one's good. Nice job, Tim McKee. Hitting an all-important jump shot.
It was the quick passing of Howe on that play, on that sequence, that enabled East to get an open outside shot, and there you have Tim McKee hitting.
That's a good point, Al.
The 2-pointer.
4-point lead for the Lions, and they throw it out of bounds.
Neither team can afford to do that down the stretch. Turnovers are just not gonna help you out.
As we approach the 3-minute mark, we truly get into crunch time. Richard Howe. Glenn Adler dribbles to Howe, to McKee. Jumper McKee. No good. Rebound Glenn Brumbaugh. Sean Sr.
He's going to have to make their shots now, Eric.
Yes, they are. Every possession is going to be important, especially for both teams.
Definitely crucial.
Jason Chambers going strong to the hoop. Rebound Chambers again. Jason Chambers being relentless underneath the basket.
Look for him to take over. He's an experienced player with a lot of confidence who can really play the game.
Yes, you're right, Al. Richard Howe. Stolen by Nate Gonzalez. An ill-advised pass by Richard Howe. Out of bounds off Sean Sr.
West is hustling all over the place on defense, Eric. I think it's time to put Mike Hirschman in the game. I think Valori's waited long enough.
You might have a good point, Al. We might need Mike's long distance 3-point shooting.
I believe we're in the bonus situation here, Eric. Will Glenn Adler be shooting free throws?
Yes, he will. 1-1.
Again, every free throw is crucial at this point.
6-point lead for Cherry Hill West. 51-45, 2:13 to go in this ball game.
East's going to have to rely on its defense down here, down by 6 points. Even if Adler converts, they're still down by 4 points. They're going to be trying to force a turnover or steal the ball.
Adler makes, and he'll shoot the bonus. Try to cut the lead to 4. Nate Gonzalez, the inbound against the Cherry Hill East pressure. Stolen away by Glenn Adler.
Oh no, a jump ball. I think that's the wrong call there, Eric. I think that was a foul. I think Glenn Adler should be at the line once again.
Nate Gonzalez to inbound. Buzzer.
There seems to be some confusion on the court.
A lot of confusion on the court, Alan. We don't know which end is up. Let's play that back again. 2:12 to go. Sean Senior inbound against the East pressure. Long pass for Nate Gonzalez. Traveling on Richard
that's a shame.
Howe.
It was a good call. It was a good call, ref.
Marlon Nufable back in the game for ball handling purposes. He replaces number 42, Eric Moskowitz.
See, on that play, Howe was running so fast just to get, the ball that he wasn't able to regain control of his footing, and therefore traveled.
Glenn Brumbaugh covered by his brother. Marlon Nufable dribbles, covered by Rich Howe. Nice pick laid by Jason Chambers.
West it looks like that they're going to try to cut the clock as much as they can. Take as much time off the clock as possible here. Oh, nice. Oh, beautiful pass. Oh!
Richard Howe pushing up the court. 4-point ball game.
That should have been a basket there, Eric. I'm sorry. Glenn Brumbaugh really should. That was a clutch layup.
Tim McKee to Jim Brumbaugh. And Jim is fouled by his brother Glenn. Jim will be at the line shooting 2.
Can cut the lead to 2 points, Eric. Very important free throws. Very important free throws. We've all been treated here tonight, Eric. It's been a fantastic ball game. What do you say?
Absolutely. More yet to come. Brumbaugh cuts the lead to 3, 51-48. And cuts it to 2. Into the game comes Eric Moskovitz, replacing number 10, Marlon Nufable.
I think there's no doubt that the East cheerleaders have definitely made their mark upon this game.
That's true. I really have to give that point to you. Sean Sr. dribbles, right-hand dribble. Crosses the timeline. Trapped by East. Fouled by number 34, Jim Brumbaugh. Senior will be at the line shooting 1-and-1. Couple of really pressure-packed free throws here, Al, don't you think?
If I was Fleur, I'd call a timeout and try to ice him, but, well.
Minute 28 to go. 2-point lead, Cherry Hill West. 51-49.
I believe he's converted all of his free throws tonight, hasn't he, Eric?
Yeah, Sean's been a really hot player tonight. Hopefully for the Lions are hoping he can continue that. Yes, he does. Makes good in the first.
That's what I call coming through in the clutch, Eric.
52-49. They'll have another.
The next position for East can very well determine what's going to be the outcome of this ball game.
4-point lead for the Lions. Howe across to Glenn Adler. Glenn Adler dribbles against the trap. Back to Howe. To Tim McKee. Tim McKee against the pressure.
Oh, a lucky break for East there. A lucky break.
Ref helped out by the vociferous cheering section on the lower stands. Timeout. Charge to Cherry Hill East, I believe.
Well, what do you think, Eric? There's a minute 13 left and East is down by 4. They're going to need a quick basket here.
I think they're going to need a basket here and a stoppage on the other end. Although it's interesting to note, Al, that a 4-point lead is not insurmountable with a minute 13 to go. It's plenty of time.
Well, God bless the 3-point stripe. The West cheerleaders obviously will not be out camera hogged here. Very intense looking fan.
There's the buzzer beckoning the players back out onto the court.
Eric, I don't know about you, but personally, I didn't expect this game to be this close down the stretch.
Well, Al, you know, East-West rivalry has really been strong over the years, and you can always expect a pressure-packed game when the Lions and the Cougars take to the court.
I think maybe it brings out the best in everyone.
Absolutely. I think that's really true.
Reminds me of a Budweiser commercial.
Glenn Adler to Danny Carback for 3. No good. Seems that Dan has stepped on the end line and turns it over. 4-point lead for the West Lions, and they have the ball.
That could prove the end of
Marlon
these
Nufable
chances here.
back into the game for Eric Moskovitz. For ball handling purposes, of course. Oh, he walked on that, I believe.
Oh, West just tore apart the East trap.
Marlon Nufable. Dene Gonzalez. Ney dribbles all the way around. Hacked hard by Danny Carback.
Looks like Ney may have hit his head on the hardwood, Eric. Seems to be okay, though.
Ney Gonzalez will be the line shooting 1-1.
You know, these free throws might very well just ice the game.
Yes, with 48 seconds left, they may very well.
East would be forced to put up a 3-pointer probably in the next possession.
Ney makes on the first, he'll have another. (55-49) Lions lead. Cherry Hill will be looking to put up a 3-point shot, I believe, right here. Don't you think so, Al?
I definitely think so. I don't think they have a choice.
Richard Howe for 3, no good. Rebound, loose on the court. Sean Sr. fouled by Dan Carback.
I think we have to say that's probably the end of the game here, Eric.
Sean can probably ice this game with a couple of foul shots right here. capping off a fine performance for number 4, Sean Sr.
I think he's definitely been the outstanding player of this game.
Yeah.
Just solid throughout.
Yes, Sean's new to the East-West rivalry this year. He transferred from Camden Catholic. I'm sure he'll be a fine player for the Lions in the state playoffs and next year. Makes good in the first. Lions lead 56-49.
Sean doesn't seem to be distracted by the crowd.
Sean makes good in the second, up in the West lead to 8 points. It's just about over for the Cougars. Pressure, inbounded by Nate Gonzalez to Sean Sr. Intercepted by Jim Brumbaugh.
Oh my God.
Cuts the lead to
12
4.
seconds left.
Timeout, I believe, was called by Mr. Valori,
You know, Eric,
coach of Cherry Hill
I
East.
think Nate Gonzalez was ready to throw down a jam just right then and there. I really think so.
That's a good possibility. Timeout on the court, 11 seconds to go. 4-point lead for West. They have the ball. Excuse me, 13 seconds to play.
You know, for East to pull out a win here, what they're going to need is some poor free throw shooting on the part of West, a quick three-point shot, and they're going to have to foul again. And it's conceivable that they could pull it out, but it would take a miracle.
A win on this situation would probably bring back memories of last year's Camden Cherry Hill West game at Jones Gymnasium at
definitely.
Cherry Hill West,
Absolutely.
when Camden pulled out a thrilling 1-point victory over the West Lions.
Broke the hearts of millions of Cherry Hill West fans everywhere.
That's true. So we'll see. Possible another miracle at Al DeBart in the making here tonight. We'll see.
You know, I don't think any East cheerleaders can do what this West cheerleader has done with her backflips and round-offs and cartwheels. Very, very impressive. Very, very
Nice
impressive.
job, girls. Nice job.
Harold, you can do that. You can do those kind of gymnastic moves, can't you? In your heyday, anyway.
Yes, in my heyday, I had some serious athletic ability.
Well, I've seen you do some things, Eric, that I don't think I've ever seen anybody else.
Well, thank you. Al, there's the ball inbounded to Sean Sr.
Okay, now it's going to come down to these free throws.
Sean Sr., I believe, will be
definitely
shooting 1-1. Foul on number 14, Richard Howe. Sean will need to make these guarantee an icing of this ball game.
This could be interesting. We'll have to. Oh, is Sean Sr. going to the line? Oh, that's the wrong guy.
I believe he is.
I think East fouled the wrong man there. He's been just perfect from the line tonight.
Yes, he has. You know, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank the student managers from Cherry Hill East and West. Ian I-Man Paul from Cherry Hill East and student manager SID Mike Hirschman from Cherry Hill East. And also Dana Allen, fine student manager from Cherry Hill West. Thanks a lot, guys. Sean will make an attempt for another. And he misses. 5-point ball game. Richard Howe.
There's not much time. They got to shoot the ball.
Sean Sr. dribbles it out. And
Game over.
that's the ball game. There's the buzzer that ends this game with the score. Cherry Hill West 58. Cherry Hill East 53.
And there's that cheerleader. And there she is. Definitely a heartbreaker for Cherry Hill
I'd like
East.
to thank you all for joining us tonight from Al DeBart Gymnasium on the campus of Cherry Hill High School East. I'm Eric Schwartz for Alan Zapp, saying good night, everybody.
This is Cable 18, the Cherry Hill Public Schools television station.